It is his first time on a Barely Funny stage. It's his first time here in Waxhaw performing for Dreamchasers. He is a regular performer at the Idiot Box Comedy Club in Greensboro, North Carolina. Please put your hands together and give a warm welcome to Dakota Day!
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up? How's everybody doing tonight? Okay, that sounds okay. My name is Dakota Day. This is my first time here in Waxhaw, and I'm pretty pumped about it. I'm from Charlotte. A couple quick things about me that I like to get out of the way because it's the basis for a lot of my jokes. My mom is Bahamian. She's, of descent from the Bahamas. And my dad is from here, but he's blind. And so that's usually where I pull most of my stuff from. And it's been working out pretty good so far, I gotta tell you. I come out here and I like to start with, I like to say, oh, I don't like blind people. And they go, oh. And I'm like, no, it's okay, it's my dad. And people mostly just have a lot of questions. Like when you're raised by somebody, who's got like a disability like that, especially being from the South, a lot of people ask me, well, didn't you get like whooped as a kid? And I did, by my dad. My mom told to wait till your father gets home. It's just, he gets off a handicap bus and then I gotta help him with the whooping a little bit. Let me tell y'all, that really speaks to me about like Southern culture, like how ingrained it is that I got whooped for like 14, 15 years by a guy who regularly misses like a third of the time. Like I would really sit there and be like, oh, he's not gonna miss 3 times. It's to the left a little bit, you're almost there. I was almost outgrown before I realized I could just leave the room. I owned an Xbox. I could just go do something else. And that's the trick. That's what I really learned, is that if I'm quiet enough, I can just kind of do whatever. Like it's all good. But I did still have the regular same, arguments and spats and stuff with my dad. I remember one time, I got really upset about something. It was a couple years ago now, so it's hard to remember. But it had something to do with the Fast and Furious. That's all I remember. Evidently, he wasn't being enough about family for me, and I was like, that's it, I've had it. So I was like, okay, I'm leaving. I'm gonna run away. And so, like I said, this is my first time in downtown Waxhaw. Let me tell you guys something. Downtown Charlotte is scary. It is scary. I went out there. And I got it in my head, I was like, I gotta prove a point. I'm not gonna let, I'm a man. And so, for some reason, I was like, I'm going to a homeless shelter, because I'm gonna show him. But here's the thing. I had, at the time, a brother who lived in Charlotte. I had 2 brothers who lived in Charlotte. There were dozens of places I could go to. Friends, godmother. I was like, well, I got nowhere to go. This is it with Dad, this Fast and Furious thing is pretty deep, so they're not gonna keep making these movies, I gotta get out of here. So here's where I messed up. So I got to the homeless shelter, and did you guys know these things have rules? You can't just show up. I was like, yo, my dad's tripping about Fast and Furious 4, where's the bed? And they were not having it. They were like, all you bums gotta get out of here, we're at capacity. And I was standing out there, I had never been so socially active in my life. I was like, I have been homeless now for almost 40 minutes. You can't treat us like this. We are people. So obviously I couldn't go back home, because I was still trying to prove this point. So I was literally, I huddled up with this guy whose name was he told me his name was Skull Crusher or something. And we were just huddled together for warmth because it was freezing out. And for some reason, I didn't bring a jacket. I didn't think that far ahead. I didn't think you were gonna need a jacket. I had my Game Boy at the time. And you may be thinking that I was a little kid when this happened because I had a Game Boy. I was 22 years old. Game Boy in hand, no jacket. And so Skull Crusher starts telling me his story. He's like, yeah, man, I fought in the war. and it blew off my fingers and my family abandoned me. And he was like, how did you end up homeless? And I was like, well, it's a pretty similar story, man. pretty much the same. You know how it goes. And like, have you guys ever had hindsight in the present? Like, I was like, this was not a good idea, while I was still doing it. So eventually I was like, okay, well, you know, I can't stay out here with Skull Crusher another night. So the next morning I went back home. I didn't have enough money to Uber all the way back, so I Ubered like halfway back and started walking, trekking. And I get back home and, you know, I hear my dad's like, oh, what am I doing? I chased my son. And I was just really quiet and I played my Xbox. And I was like, that'll teach him. And the next time he caught an attitude with me, I was like, I'm gonna bring Skull Crusher in here and we're both gonna like huddle outside the house for warmth. Like, we don't need to do this. We can go wherever we want. So I guess the moral of the story is be kind to the housingly challenged, because we're people too. You guys have been really sweet. I hope you enjoy the show. Please talk to me afterwards. I don't have that many friends.